Welcome to today's our webinar on how to revive, survive, and grow your business post COVID. Dear friends, you know that this Corona started in the month of March, and after that, WHO has declared it as a pandemic, and whole world has gone into the shutdown mode after that, and it is now almost, I think, 5 months after that. Everything has been come to standstill. All businesses has been stopped. All over the world, economies has been stopped. Supply chain has been disrupted. Liquidity has been wiped out from the market. All big organization and has laid off the employees. So lot of effect has happened due to this pandemic. So it's like, in MSME, before the pandemic itself, the situation was very bad. Means at least we were, surviving on the oxygen. Like there was no liquidity in the system before the pandemic itself. If you remember, in the month of September or October 2019 itself, our Honorable Finance Minister has given the extension to not to declare MSMEs as NPA till 31st March 2020. And we were actually surviving on this extra oxygen. But after that, after March, the situation was become a very worse due to this pandemic, and all the businesses has stopped. So there was no activity at all. So it was very difficult for the individual. The pandemic has affected individual, families, your communities, and the businesses also. So there was a problem everywhere across the country, across the world. So now our government has started to support these activities, that how business and everything has to be survived, because everywhere the situation was very worse. So they have given a lot of packages where we have to how we can avail that system, these schemes, and come out of this pandemic situation. So we are going to see here like what all things the government is giving as a subsidies, as a schemes to the MSMEs, so they can avail this scheme, they can avail this collateral-free loan, revive their business, and after revival, how they can survive and grow their business. So let us move on, one by one to our presentation. Okay, so what is the strategy? Strategy for business revival and survival strategy. Main is the finance. Finance is the main for any business to survive. Without finance, you cannot do anything. So our government has given various packages. So we are going to discuss here with the what all packages they have given and how to avail these packages for your business and revive your business very efficiently. Then there will be a cash flow. After revival, how you can survive, because survival is a must. So, and in this pandemic world, post-pandemic, the situation will be not the like what it was there before pandemic. The situations are very different. People behavior has changed. Industry preferences has changed. Everything has been changed. Now, you see the technology intervention has played a very big role during this pandemic. If you see the Reliance deal with the Facebook has happened over the Zoom meeting only, such a big deal. Earlier, before pandemic, it was not that. People were has to go personally and meet and thing has to be happen. But now, post pandemic, everything is going through the digital. So MSME has to adopt the digitalization in their business also, because in future going forward, that is going to be play a major role in the survival and growth of the MSME. So we'll move on next as how we can avail the finance from the various facilities. So these are the our PM economic package Atmanirbhar Bharat for MSME. Two major schemes are there. First one is ECLCG. What is ECLCG? It's Emergency Credit Line Guarantee, which is announced for the people who are having already the existing loan with the bank, and that loan was a standard. It was not NPA, not SMA2. It was a SMA0 or SMA1, means less than 30 days. So they are eligible for this amount. 20% of this outstanding amount as of Feb 29, 2020 has been automatically credited to the accounts who are eligible. And this amount is 100% guarantee coverage from the government. So there was no additional collateral or something is required from the borrower to submit for this. The eligible borrowers are outstanding up to 25 crores as on 29, 2020. and turnover was already, it was previously it was up to 100 crore, but now they have increased in last month up to 250 crore. So who the organization who was doing the business up to 250 crore, they are also covered under this scheme. What is the interest rate? Interest rate capping in this scheme is for the bank 9.25% and for NBFC 14%. So any bank or NBFC is going higher, charging you higher this interest as per over and above this, they are not eligible for these schemes. And you can raise the complaint on that bank. This is, they are charging a higher interest. What is allowed in this scheme? Tenure is given for 4 years under the scheme and 1 year moratorium. 1 year you have to just pay the interest and balance with interest in principal amount you have to pay in 3 years. There is no charge on the guarantee. Whatever guarantee amount it will be covered by the government. Borrower don't have to pay anything. So dear friends, this is covered for the accounts who are standard on as of that date. But what about the people? Because I said, we were already struggling. Our MSMEs were already struggling. Many of the accounts become the NPA itself in 2019. So what about them? So many of the people are not aware that there is a scheme for these people also. So what is that scheme? So let's move on that scheme. It is called Distress Asset Fund Scheme for the account who has become a NPA or SMA2 during the period. Means as of 31st March 2018, they were standard. But between 2018-19 financial year, they become a NPA. So they were not eligible for the earlier scheme. So this was the scheme for the people whose account become NPA. What is the scheme? Scheme here, government will give a personal loan to the promoter. The promoter has to increase that. Promoter has to increase that amount as a equity or quasi equity in the business. 90% of the amount given by the government, 10% will be the promoter's contribution. How the amount will be arrived? Amount will be arrived as whatever total 15% of his debt and equity. On that 15% amount, you will get 90% from the government. Means suppose there is a 100 rupees of investment by promoter and 150 rupees of investment by of a debt. So both put together 150. So of 150, 15% you will get as a guarantee from the government as a scheme to infuse as a equity capital. And the very good thing is that in this you have a very huge moratorium period of 7 years. So till 7 years you don't have to pay EMI. You have to just serve the interest, and in next 3 years you have to pay interest plus your EMI. So this is a very good for the people, because the industry is already surviving on the very difficult situation. They don't have the money to run the day-to-day activities. Their account is already become the NPA. So this is a very good for these people whose account has been NPA. Then the guarantee fees, yes, here in this scheme there is a 1.5% guarantee you have to pay to the government. That is to the CGT MSME who is going to cover this guarantee. So by using these two schemes, the accounts who are NPA and the accounts who are standard, they can revive their business. So once you revive, then we will going to discuss forward how to survive. So apart from this, there are the schemes like 50,000 crore of equity infusion of MSME through the funds of fund. Here like VC and PEs, they give the fund for the early stage, but growth stage they are not they are very reluctant to lend to the MSMEs. So government is coming up with this 50,000 crore of, earlier there was a funds of fund which should be for 10,000 crore. So this will be going to an additional fund of 50,000 crore where government is going to increase the equity to the MSME through the venture capital and through the fees. But this scheme is yet to started. It is not yet started. But again, it will be going to give a very big booster for the MSME. So going forward, they can utilize this equity capital and go for the stock exchange listing also. There was another scheme given by the government. Contract up to 200 crore tender has been disallowed by the global players. So MSMEs can exclusively file the tenders up to 200 crore. But now here we don't have that capacity. One MSME cannot fulfill the 200 crore contract tender at a one shot. So there is a scheme also. You can come together, form a consortium of 2-3 SMEs, and you can bid for that contract. Same way for the raw material procurement also. Whatever raw material procurement you are required, you can procure by doing the consortium, by taking the various facility of the MSME, like raw material procurement facilities also there. The criteria for this tender is 20% minimum should be value addition of the local material. If there is a 50%, then contract will be given the preference will be given the person who is doing the 50% addition. Then third one is all receivables MSME will be cleared by government and PSU in 45 days. This is a delayed payment. It is the case for the MSME who are supplying to the all PSU and government. So it is all there. If last time, if you see, our finance minister said it is a 90 days. So still it is not cleared. So they are going to bring it to 45 days. Still there is amount pending with the government agencies, which is not yet been cleared. So my friends, this is all the schemes which you can use your business to revive your business from the pandemic. So going forward, there was a revised definition. Government has changed the definition of MSMEs also for micro, small, and medium. Earlier there was a bifurcation between manufacturing and services. Now they have put manufacturing and services both together. For micro, 1 crore investment, 5 crore turnover. For small investment, 10 crore, turnover 50 crore. For medium, investment 50 crore and turnover 250 crore. Due to this, revised definition, there are now almost all 99% of the industry are falling under the MSME. So there will be a big impact of this revised definition on the MSME. So after this, using the scheme, you can revive your business. If there is a new and existing unit who wanted to start something or who wanted to go for expansion, so what all schemes they can use for for their new business or for existing MSME? There is a scheme called Mudra, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, wherein you will get we'll discuss one by one. First, what all categories are there? Mudra is there, where you will get loan up to 10 lakh rupees. PMGP is there, Prime Minister Employment Generation Program, where the maximum project cost go up to 25 lakhs. Then there will be CGSSI. This is particularly for the SC, ST, and the amount here in the category from 2 lakh to 1 crore. Then there is a CGT, MSC. This is for new units plus the existing units who want to go for expansion, and the amount here is up to 2 crore. You will get collateral free. And there is one more portal which is government has started, that is PSB loan in 59 minutes, where you don't have to run and go to the bank. You can directly file the application, your loan application in the portal, and in 59 minutes you will get the pre-approval. It's not a final approval. You will get a pre-approval whether you are eligible or not, and the amount is go up to 5 crore. At this moment, they are not giving 5 crore, but they are sanctioning 1 crore. So let's move on and we'll see one by one. So what is the Mudra? Mudra is given for the small people, small shop owners, vendors, and all that. It is started from 50,000. Then it is Shishu for 50,000, Kishore for 5 lakh, and Tarun for 10 lakh who wanted to do the business. So which all category? We'll see the categories of people is covered in this. There will be a transport vehicle. If you want to purchase any transport vehicle, rickshaw or go transport, anything, it will be covered. Community, social, personal, like beauty, parlor, salons, gymnasium. Anybody wanted to start this business, we will get loan on this. Food product sector, activities such as papad making, achar, and all that. All these small activities are covered under the Mudra. Then there are textile product activities, business. It will be covered handloom, powerloom, khadi activities, chicken work, all these garment work doing. Small factories, they are doing the garment work, and they are providing the material to the big exporter. That will also cover. Business loan for trader and shopkeeper, small shopkeeper, trading businesses also cover. Equipment finance for micro units, small units who wanted to purchase any equipment, that will be also covered in this scheme. Then activities allied to the agriculture, that will be any activities which is generating the revenue and generating the employment, that will be covered under this Mudra scheme. And one more advantage is this: government is going to issue a Mudra card for the people who is taking the loan under the Mudra scheme. So what is the Mudra card? Mudra card is like, suppose there is a small, shopkeeper. He was buying the material from small vendors. So they don't have any banking facility or anything. So he can use this Mudra card. It is like a same debit card or credit card what we use. You can go swipe the card and buy your material. So this is one big in the Mudra card, Mudra loan. You get loan up to 10 lakh and you will get a working capital feasibility, that how you want to use this. Then we will move next to PMGP. What is PMGP? Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. It is for the people who wanted to start something, but their project cost is more than 10 lakh. So it will be covered under this scheme PMJP. What is the limit? 25 lakh limit for manufacturing, 10 lakh for services. Eligible all over individual enterprises, institute, company, cooperative societies, self-help group, all are eligible. Here in this, you will get a subsidy of 15% for urban, 25% for rural. And in SC, ST and weaker section in urban areas 25% and rural areas 35%. What is the other components of this? Component of loan will be one cycle of working capital, loan 10% of project cost of own contribution, and for the other weaker section 5%. Collateral security as per RBI guidelines, this is covered under the CGT and SME, so you don't have to provide any collateral. To avail the facility of subsidy, there is a lock-in period of 3 years, so you have to complete 3-year period, and there is a compulsory training. If your project cost is up to 5 lakhs, you have to complete the 6-day training, and if project cost is more than 5 lakhs, you have to complete the 10-day training. So these all 2 schemes are there for the small investment. Then there will be big for SC, ST and women entrepreneurs. This is a big scheme for the women who wanted to start something on their own. It is a good scheme where the amount is from 10 lakh to 1 crore. That is also collateral free. So any woman who wanted to start any designing or any like fashion industries work or any garment type work or any manufacturing project which are going to create a employment for the people. So they will go into it. If it is a company, then 51%, like non-individual, 51% shareholding should be SC, ST or women entrepreneurs. So this is a scheme for women where loan repayable is 7 years, maximum moratorium is for 18 months. So anybody who wanted to start without collateral, you can start this. There is a 25% margin money, but with capital link subsidy, you can bring out with the 10%. You know that there is a 15% capital subsidy you are going to get directly on the plant and machinery. So we will move on now next to the CGT MSME, that is Credit Guarantee Scheme. This is a scheme for the people who wanted to start their new business, but they should have at least 2 years financials where their business is showing as a profit, or any existing unit who are already running their business but who wanted to do the expansion. So for these people, there is a facility of 2 crore which is going to give collateral free, and this is covered under the CGT MSME. You don't have to pay any collateral security, because normally what happens, you go to the bank, they will say no, you have to provide some guarantee and all that. So you have to tell the boss, this is your scheme, because many times it happens bankers directly don't give this facility because they have their concerns. This is covered by the guarantee amount. So if there is an NPA, then there will be an issue. So they don't try to push this product. So we have to clear that ground. This is the scheme given by the government only, and government is taking the guarantee of your amount. So why it is not feasible for you to give this? So there will be the charges also for up to 5 lakhs, 1% plus risk premium, 5 to 50 lakhs, 1.50 plus risk premium, and above 50 to 2 lakhs, 2%. So this is the amount you have to pay. Guarantee will be given for the maximum period of 10 years in the block of 5 years. So it is good for the businesses who wanted to do the expansion or who wanted to start their new business, and they have a good financial records of last 2 years. Their CIBIL was good. They don't have any default or anything. Then we'll move next to the CSB 59 minutes. This is the new portal government has launched last time, wherein you have to directly apply on the site, where you can go directly to the site, and the loan is given from 10 lakh to up to 5 crore for the MSMEs. All MSMEs are eligible in this, but only thing, you need to have your papers and everything should be clear. This is a fast processing. It is in principle approval you will get in 59 minutes. It is technology linked, so you don't have to run here and there. All data you file and they will let you know. You have the option to select your banker. Again, this is also covered under the CGT MSME up to 2 crores. So any MSME who is having this, who has applied for the CGT MSME, so up to 2 crores it will be covered under this facility. So borrowers get loan directly disbursed in their account, flexible tenures with affordable interest rate start from 8.5%. 25 public and private sector banks are given in this. So what is the eligibility criteria? You should have GST registered. You should have your IPR for minimum 1 year, bank statement for 6 months. If you don't have, so there is a provision. You can also apply, but they will ask some other details which need to provide. So it is good for the people who don't have GST numbers also. They are also they can also file on this site CSB 59 loan, and they can get the loan for their business. So there are various schemes, but due to time constraint, we will not able to, go through each and every scheme in detail. Maybe in future we will, have one more or a regular, webinar on the various schemes. But now I'll just touch base to the what all another schemes are there. Like if you are already having a Mudra or PMJP loan and you are running that loan very smoothly, you can apply for the upgradation of the loan, and that will go up to 1 crore. You will get up to 1 crore, extension in that loan. Credit link subsidy is also there for the 15%. If you want to buy any machinery, 1 crore, 15% government is giving you the subsidy straight away. Procurement and marketing support. If you wanted to, promote your product locally, you wanted to participate in any exhibition, you can, government is giving 1.5 lakh support to you, so you can go and promote your product across the country. Then interest subvention subsidy is there for the people who have taken the loan after November 2018. The subsidy was up to 31st March 2020. After that, it has not been renewed. So, but you can get the 2% interest subvention up to 1 crore. So, if you have taken any loan of 1 crore, straight away you can save 2 lakh rupees on this amount. There is another scheme, micro small enterprises cluster development program, like our sir has told just now, Gorpade sir. So, this is the cluster development, which is the very useful, that you can all come together, then it will increase your buying power. You can ask the supplier to reduce their prices. You buy bulk quantity, you can use the assets and common facility production to increase your production quality and reduce your pricing. So cluster development is a very good, but it needs to be done in a proper way to form the cluster, and then you can join the cluster. There are various benefits from the bank also on the cluster. Then there is a Z certificate scheme, zero effect, zero defect. You can take certification for your product, where your product will be quality proof and zero effect, zero defect. The government is going to give you reimbursement for that. Lean manufacturing, to reduce your wastage, increasing innovative practices. This all, if you wanted to do, again in that also, government is giving 80% subsidy to you. You want to implement anything process, any ERP solution or something, here it will be 80% cost will be given by government to do the lean manufacturing. Then there is a international subvention scheme also, international cooperation. If there is any fair in the international foreign country and you wanted to go and visit that fair, that foreign fair, stall charges up to 1.25 lakh, freight charges for 25,000, entry fee up to 5,000. So total budgetary 2.55 lakh, you will get the support if you wanted to go and promote your product in international market. Then there is a design training scheme for the MSME. So you can try and go to any IIT, any last year student, you can ask him, I wanted to develop, this type of design. So for that making design also, there is a 1.5 lakh, up to 1.5 lakh government giving the subsidy. Up to 1.5 lakh, 75% of that government reimburse. And after that, developing that design to implement the project, you will get a 40 lakhs of subsidy from the financial assistance from the government. Then there will be IPR, intellectual property rights. You wanted to register your trademark, patents, GI registration, assistant for shipping, IP facility. So these all things where you can create your brand name in the market. You can register your brand. So all the fees also it will be given reimbursed to you. Even for ISO also they are giving reimbursement, but we have not covered everything here today. And this is the last for the National SC/ST Hub for golden opportunity for SC/ST youth. Whatever all the expenses, skill training, fee reimbursement, distribution of tools, subsidy for procurement, plant and machinery, subsidy. N number of these items are there which SC/ST candidates get the subsidy through the National SC/ST Hub. So dear friends, these are the schemes. There are many multi-4 schemes are there, like various schemes there, but we cannot cover that scheme all. But you can use all these schemes and grow your business very big way. So we'll move now next after this, how to survive your business, how to manage working capital. Because what happens is many people are not able to focus on the working capital chain. They don't have the time, because all MSMEs majority are a proprietorship or partnership. So though they are not able to afford the highly professional staff who can monitor the things. So you need to have the focus on the working capital cycle to make your organization healthy. You must have heard that many organizations are doing a very good profit, but they are become bankrupt. Why? The reason is that they are not able to make their cash flow healthy. So how you can make your cash flow healthy? We are going to see that. So in the survival, it is a must, like how to, conserve the cash and use the cash proper way. So you don't feel any cash because government is giving the subsidies to revive. But after that survival and growth, you have to increase efficiency of your people, if your machinery and everything to come out of pandemic situation. So what all that things? How you can do that? It's like, cash flow from operation. So there is another collateral free cash also you can generate from your operation, like finance against IST pending. If you have any input tax credit pending, if again bill discounting, value chain finance, you can discount your invoicing sales. Then you can, for purchase, you can negotiate with your supplier and you ask for the reduction of the price. You ask for the extension of credit period. Check the cluster like what we have discussed. Visit your selling price, margin, discount, whatever you are given, whether any chance there, you can squeeze your any discounts or margins, and you can be a more competitive without, hammering the quality. So we'll go one by one. What is the finance against IST? Like suppose you have a huge stock piling up at your end, you must have paid all the input tax credit on the purchases, but you have not sold that good. So what you can do, you can just go to the bank and you can ask for this input tax credit, and they will give you 80% of that funding. Again, suppose you have the 1,000 rupees, so you will get 800 rupees immediately. Only thing, it will be applicable on your last return. Suppose today we are in the month of August, so your June quarter returns will be taken as a certification. Your CA has to certify that this is a return and this is the input credit is pending. On that basis, immediately 80% of amount will be given by you as liquidity. So it is a good for, without collateral, you can use this facility. Then there will be a trade facility where you can submit. This is also online. You don't have to go anywhere. You can submit on the online portal of trade, whatever sale. If you are selling to any corporate or any organization who is having a good repo, good rating, you can discount that bill immediately. This is done for purchase and sales also. If you are buying from any big organization, that invoicing also you can discount. This facility is extended. It was up to 30th September 2020, but now government has given on 26th, it is extended up to, SIDBI has extended up to 31st March 2021. So you can use this facility also to increase your cash flow, which is a collateral free. So these are the two schemes where you can increase your cash flow, and you can make your cash flow healthy. You can optimize your interest cost. So what all other things, where you can maintain your healthy cash flow. Cash is the key. Right? You have to focus on the cash. Like you have to see your circle of the working capital cycle, from converting cash into raw material to getting cash from your customer. This is a very important in this pandemic time, because every day saved in like raw material procurement, WIP, or your data collection, this is going to impact you many more ways in your cash flow. So there are things, cash is a thing. Always you see cash has to be there for the business. Working capital cycle from raw material procurement, like you are saying here, cash, purchase stock, supplier payment, work in progress, sales, data. So this chain has to be studied, properly. Where you can squeeze your, input days. Like suppose you are converting, you are getting in stock 30 days, whether you can ask for, excess credit for the, from your supplier. Work in progress, how many days it will take, whether you can reduce that. Sales data, how many days they are asking, whether you can follow up. Normally what happens, collection, there will be a problem always in the collection, because sales think they have done the sales, that is their not responsibility. They put it on the back office to follow up. Back office people are not aware about the customer and anything. They just keep following, but their payment doesn't come. So end of the day, it affects whole system of the business. So you need to see thoroughly, like where the cycle is there. Think like CFO of your company. Check each and everything where you can do it, like convert fixed cost to the variable cost, control or reduce overhead cost, foolproof supply chain. Normally supply chain, what happens? Supply chain is the normal sale transaction. Means you got the order, you send the material is received, but in that what happens? The buyer has received 2 piece short or something short, he has hold it back, that material in the godown and put the mark and given to your people. Your people has didn't see that and not given to the account. So when the due date has come, you see that payment is going to, you have taken in your cash flow, but he has not paid you. Then you start checking why it is not paying. So then you come to know, oh, there is a problem. We have supplied 2 short pieces, and after that we have not completed the delivery. So he is not paying. So these are small things which matters very big way to manage the cash flow. So control all your supply chain through so you can predict your cash flow very well. Revisit your model. Try to see during the pandemic there are many opportunities coming. Whether you can diversify, like people have started who was doing a garment, exporter, they started to manufacture the mask. So people who are manufacturing the liquor, they started using the hand sanitizer. So like that, you need to see what is the alternate revenue model I can do for my business, and I can generate another revenue. Like the request for supplier credit, control overdue. This is a major, because many organizations are failing this only to reduce their debt collection from the market, and which is the very most important for any organization to keep control, review every week with your team, like what is happening, be behind that to make your cash flow healthy. By doing all this activity, I am sure you are able to save a lot of amount in your interest to the bank. So these are all the things, which can do, to grow, survive after post-pandemic, survive and grow your business. Then digitalization. Digitalization is very important. If you see, we in India has mobile data connection has connected across the India. In social, everything we have done very well. Our individual users are much more higher than any country. We are, I think, just behind to China on the mobile penetration using the mobile. But if you take an industry, we are way far behind in using in digital technology in our businesses, and which is the next our need now, because we have seen in pandemic time how the digital world has been, impacted the businesses, how the things are happening, who the businesses for the businesses who are digitally equipped. In our MSMEs, if you see 68% people are not able to connect to the data also because they don't have the bandwidth. If government is working on that, that is a different part. But the people who have a connection also, they are also not user friendly. They are not using many more activities which digitalization can give to the business. So my friends, making digitalization process is very useful. We are, going to help you on that. You are finding, studying your system, what are ERP, CRM, whatever things, production management and everything, it will be covering this. So what we are going to offer you in digital marketing, like free web page on registration, static website at nominal cost, your own e-commerce site, email campaign, registration on government portals, publicity on MSME Mantra marketplace. So these all things you are going to get it from MSME Mantra if you register with us. So these all the things, which you can get from the MSME Mantra. What all services? Why the MSME Mantra? See, we have found out that there are various, loopholes in the systems, like the various facilities government is giving, but in ground reality, people are not aware about that schemes or how to use that scheme. So we have come up with MSME Mantra, where all we are going to plug all these activities to the MSMEs, so they can find all the solutions of their requirement under one roof, be it a finance, capital, government scheme, business process management, credit rating, going to IPO, clearing and forwarding, insurance risk, technology, manpower. Everything will be going to be get under one roof. So this is also for MSME Mantra. So if you have any with this webinar, what we are going to give you offer a free primary assessment of your business and a web page for your business from our side as a free launching of MSME Mantra. So to avail this offer, you can log on to our site msmemantra.org, or you can send a mail to us here if you are not written down, info@msmemantra.org, and get in touch to avail our various services. So if you have any question, please put it on the chat box so I can answer you, please.